Hi everyone! So today I would like to present a famous topic in autism spectrum disorder, which is tiptoe. What is tiptoe? So basically tiptoe is a walking pattern in which the heel does not contact the ground, meaning to say that the person is using their toes instead of walking, using the heel to toe walking pattern, which is the correct way to walk. So toe walking is actually very common in young children aged 2 and under. This is because it displays developmental variation they have gone throughout their lives. However, if the toe walking persists beyond the age of 3, this might be an early symptom of an underlying developmental condition. And this is when the parents should be concerned of their child's toe walking. Moving on to the next slides. So basically, there have been many studies to find the exact causes of toe walking. However, to this day, the researchers and medical professionals have not been able to identify the exact causes of toe walking. However, they have been able to identify few conditions that might result in toe walking. The first one is cerebral palsy. So cerebral palsy is basically a medical condition in which the person who is suffering from it will have a poor muscle coordination. So poor muscle coordination can lead the person to have an extremely stiff muscles, which results in unusual walking patterns such as toe walking. So next one is muscular dystrophy. So the person who is suffering from muscular dystrophy will have extremely weak muscles. So this will lead them to have an unusual walking pattern, including toe walking. Last but not least is autism spectrum disorder. So basically, toe walking have been associated a lot with autism spectrum disorder. This is because most autistic children have vestibular difficulties, and this might lead them to toe walk. So why the autistic children tend to toe walk and why toe walking have been associated a lot with autism spectrum disorder. So basically, most of the autistic children have problems with sensory processing, meaning to say that they have sensory difficulties. For example, usually they are feeling discomfort on their feet when touching the ground. They will try to reduce the amount of surface area of the feet touching the ground by walking on their toes because they have sensitivity towards the textures of the ground itself. This is one of the reasons why the autistic children tend to toe walk. Next, most autistic children have vestibular difficulties. So basically, vestibular system is responsible to help the body to maintain the balance. So vestibular system involves the auditory system structure, meaning to say it involves our ear structure and the organ inside of it. And there is an organ called cochlea inside of our ears, and it contains a liquid. So this liquid supposedly in equilibrium state to help the body to maintain balance, meaning to say that if we walk forward, the liquid will move forward as well in order to help our body to maintain balance. However, for the autistic children, even in a neutral condition, for example, if they are not walking, the liquid in the cochlea is not in equilibrium state. When they move forward to walk, the liquid is still not in equilibrium state. That's why they have problem with maintaining balance. The state of non-equilibrium of the liquid, it pushes their weight forward, encouraging the toe walking. So this is why the autistic children tend to toe walk. Last but not least, most autistic children have hyperextended back posture. Usually, autistic children will have a problem with increased muscle weaknesses. As a result, their body posture tend to fall in the forward direction, putting their weight on the toes. That's why they tend to toe walk. Moving on to the treatment of toe walking, and this includes the non-surgical methods. The first one is physiotherapy, and this involves the physical therapy involving the stretching or strengthening exercise for the tissue muscles to get tightened and to increase the muscle coordination. The next one is occupational therapy, and this involves the occupational therapies to assess the underlying cause of toe walking. And also, the occupational therapists will conduct activities or games that involves tactile stimulation on the feet, and also to work on reducing the child's fear of the experience of walking normally.